Let's look at somewhat more details about the Cloud Architect certification. CPA is one of the professional certification that is available out of Google Cloud Platform, along with say professional cloud developer, professional data engineer, professional cloud network engineer, professional cloud security engineer. The only associate level certification which Google has it is associate cloud engineer. So our focus here is the professional cloud architect, and it contains the starting from say planning, designing, creating the solution architecture, cloud solution architecture, to managing the cloud resources, designing security and compliance, analyzing and optimizing technical and business processes, and ensuring the solution operability, which is like maintenance inside the Google Cloud Platform. Exam blueprint. The exam is 2 hours of length. And there is a registration fee of $200 plus the taxes if it is applicable. There are 50 questions, and I think this is same for all throughout the world. 40% of those questions are based on the case studies, or you can think of it's a scenario based questions, and 60% questions are the core services question, even though you can have or you can expect some of the scenario based questions here, but 40% questions are purely on the case studies. The syllabus, as we understand, designing and planning cloud solutions. So this is where you understand the business requirement, technical requirement, and then design the solution, like what network component you are going to use it, storage and compute resources you are going to provision it inside the Google Cloud Platform. Create the migration plan to take the data from your existing cloud to say Google Cloud Platform or public cloud platform, ensuring future solution improvement. So these are like initial thoughts. You have not started provisioning anything inside the Google Cloud Platform if it is greenfield operations, right? And then the next step is managing and provisioning solution infrastructure. That is where you configure network topologies, you configure the storage, compute resources inside Google Cloud Platform. And this is like understanding each and every part of the core of the services, and then provisioning those resources inside Google Cloud Platform. The next one is the security. As we understand now, there are resources which are in Google Cloud Platform. You need to make sure that security and the compliances or the legal compliances are in place to protect your data, to make sure that you are compliant with the regulatory or the government rules, right? There may be SOD or compliance. There are so many other compliance framework which you need to follow based on the geography, based on the country you are providing the services. Next one is the analyzing and optimizing technical business processes, and this is where you had some constraint when you are designing a solution inside your own data center or your hosting provider. When you take those services into the cloud, then there might be improvement chances, because now you are looking at a new way of hosting your application. So you can go ahead and analyze and define technical process, or optimize, I would say, technical process, business processes, and develop procedure to test resiliency of the solution in production. So all of that is having understanding that now you can take the advantage of the cloud, and then you may have impact in your operational processes, or you can change the way you were doing it into Google Cloud Platform. The next one is the managing implementation. This is where you are guiding teams or developers how to write application, what components they can use it, what are the advantage or the best practices which they can take it from Google Cloud Platform and use it while they are developing the application. The next one is ensuring solution operations and reliability. This is where you are using the tools to manage your infrastructure, maybe monitoring, logging, alerting tools, deployment and release management tools, and troubleshooting tools. And you need to plan it in advance so that you can use it when it is required. You need to make sure that there are quality controls or quality measures are also in place in case of problems. You can use those controls and measure those performances of your cloud resources in production. So in a nutshell, what we are going to do is we are going to get in deep understanding about the compute, storage, database, networking, and auto scaling, high availability, all of that. We are going to get into infrastructure services like IAM, security management, logging, monitoring, developer and management tools, all the supporting services in detail. And we are going to keep ourselves very abstract level in machine learning and IoT on the GCP. It's very high level because you just need to know when you can use what. Case studies are very important. As I said, it carries 40% of your questions, and understanding the case study makes very much really good difference while answering the questions in the certification, because if you prepare these case studies in advance and then go to the certification exam, it is much more easier for you to answer any questions on those case studies. So the case study 1 is Mount Kerr Games, the next case study is Terram Earth, the third case study is Dress for Win. So these are like mandatory case studies which you have it, and you will have questions based on these case studies, around 40% of them. There was another case study which was Genco Mart. I'm going to put or design the solution for Genco Mart as well in this course, just for your understanding. So this case study has been removed by Google very recently, but you can have it just for your understanding or developing your skills inside for cloud architecture. That's it, guys. As a the certification understanding, let's go ahead and understand the certification strategy in the next lecture.